Hello guys, Noah here from TLS Clash, back with another war recap episode, and in this episode we're gonna watch the war we had against Indo Global. Now obviously it was a pretty boring war, they did not even attack all of our bases, which is disappointing, and also we did not perfect war them, because we didn't manage to 3-star one of their Town Hall 10s and 3-star one of their Town Hall 9s, which is a shame, but we are working on that, and yeah. So the first attack we're gonna watch is done by Imponderable. All of their Town Hall 9 bases were very badly designed, also very low, but I'm showing this just to show you guys how you can take some of the disadvantages of the base and use it to your advantage. So as you can see, he drops a couple of loons just to get that 1-for-1 trade on those defenses. Those are always useful. Manages to lure out the enemy CC, lures it out to the side, and as you can see, he uses the queen ability to kill the enemy CC because he didn't bring a big kill squad to take care of the enemy CC. So that's always useful if you can do that and you don't need much to kill the enemy queen. And as you can see, he brought giants. The reason why is because giants deal a lot of damage, and instead of using a bigger kill squad with the golem, he obviously saw the right value for killing that enemy queen. Also, the giants deal a lot of damage per second, so that's always useful to use if you can, for tanking for your heroes, if the base is low of course. And yeah, he did use a couple of test hogs down at the bottom, just to check for double giant bomb spots, so he can make sure if he will deploy surgically down bottom or if he'll start the mass hog deployment as he did from top. Now he drops a nice heal down bottom to heal his hogs while they try to cut the funnel for the hogs so they don't have to pat over that giant bomb. And as you can see, they do, but those were still single bombs and they didn't do much damage, and he still has most of his hogs alive. They managed to kill the enemy king and he still has plenty of hogs to clean up this base, and this is gonna be a easy 3-star for Imponderable. So bad base, but overall he does use the attack to his advantage, and that's always nice to see. So the rest of the attacks are gonna be done by Town Hall 8s. As you can see, Yune is going up against this box base. Now box bases are popular at Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 9 for trophy pushing, but they are never good for war, just because they're really spread out and you don't need really spread out damage at Town Hall 8. Also the base is poorly designed, it has obvious double giant bomb spots, and yeah, Yune just uses that to his advantage. So as you can see, he's struggling a bit to kill the enemy CC. I'd always recommend bringing at least like 7 archers to surround the dragon and 3 wizards to deal the damage while the archers are being taken out. He did not manage to kill the CC, which is pretty big shame in this channel, but yeah. As you can see, he's starting his golem attack, so this was a shattered Goha attack and he did it nicely. I don't really see the value for the shattered attack, but he did bring 2 golems and 2 witches, so he should get a lot of damage and tanking done at least. So as you can see, he manages to trip the double giant bomb in this base, and now since he has that info, it's pretty much dropping the rest of his hogs and healing them through the base. He nicely funnels the hogs from left side to the core because he needs to take care of those archer towers because they are dealing a lot of damage to his troops, and they're just nicely gonna make their way through that core nice and healed. As you can see, the skeleton traps are getting destroyed by the poison, and the last heal goes in the last possible giant bomb location. And yeah, as you can see, he still has almost all of his hogs, his king, his witches, so many troops, even cleanup wizards he drops, so he was really looking good in this trade. And he still has one of the golems not even pop, so that means he didn't bring the right value for this attack, because if you're gonna bring golems, you should usually use them to the point where they break or pop, because And that's the reason why I bring your golems. You bring them to tank, but he did destroy this base nicely. Nice attack by Ne. Alright, the next attack was done by James, also at Town Hall 8, and as you can see, this base, I mean, it is really interesting. It has a interesting design. It has a couple of double giant bomb locations and quite a lot of spread single target defenses, and James is gonna use this to his advantage. So he uses 2 golems, so another shattered Goho done by Town Hall 8. He uses one hog, to lure the enemy CC, lures it to the left part of the base, drops a couple of barbarians, and yeah, now he's gonna start with his CC kill. As you can see, he's dropping a couple of archers and barbarians to distract the enemy dragon. While they're distracting, the wizards are doing all the damage, and that was a very nice kill. So now he's gonna do a wide golem spread, so he's trying to take care of one of the possible double giant bomb locations, and I think this was a cleanup attack, so he knew from what side he needs to go. As you can see, he drops a couple of wall breakers to break the funnel for his P.E.K.K.A. Now the P.E.K.K.A is really good to bring in when you're doing a attack on a really core double giant bomb on a Town Hall 8, because the P.E.K.K.A deals a lot of damage and it will get your cleanup troops fast into the base, I mean your quick kill spot. So as you can see, the golems and P.E.K.K.As are making their way through the base, and now he starts deploying his hogs, and it was a mass hog deployment, so I wouldn't like that, but then again, he doesn't have many heals and he's trying to get all the hogs into those heals protected, and that's why he uses the mass hog deployment. So now his hogs are just gonna wreck this base. As you can see, he still has plenty of hogs. He manages to kill the enemy skeleton traps with poison spell, and he still has his king alive, a lot of cleanup troops down at the bottom, and still has a golem, even 2 golems that just popped, which means this was another too many value on those golems put, but then again, he did manage to clean this base up in the right time. So nice attack by James. So the next attack was done by me actually, and the reason why I'm showing it is just I always like to get something versatile into an attack, just something interesting, just to try something out and see how it works. As you can see, it looks like a mass hog attack. I did lure the enemy CC with a single hog, and now I'm just using a couple of archers, and I'm gonna use a couple of barbarians and archers to distract the enemy CC. As you can see, I surround the dragon with a lot of archers, and then just use 3 wizards to take care of the enemy dragon. Now I did use a couple of hogs down the middle. That's just so I can break the funnel, because the cannon, the wizard tower and the archer tower were in the same line, so I could have targeted the wizard tower, and by doing that I managed to defuse one of the possible double giant bomb locations, and also to cut the funnel for my hogs. As you can see, I'm gonna start my hog deployment on the left and right side, and yeah, I'm just gonna pre-heal the possible bomb locations. As you can see, they were single, and now I'm just doing dropping CC loons and my own loons with a rage. Now I just did that because I didn't really need another heal, and I felt like bringing a couple of loons just to make the attack a bit, interesting. Hogging at Town Hall 8 can be pretty boring, so I just did it for the lols pretty much. And as you can see, I took care of both single bombs, and the last bomb was possibly somewhere outside, and I still have plenty of hogs, even loons and troops to clean up this base. So yeah, this wasn't a bad raid overall. Also, this was a cleanup, don't get me wrong. I would have brought 3 heals and hogs if I didn't know it had all singles and the bomb outside. So yeah, that's always something fun to try out. I mean, just a test to see if it works or not and how it goes in the raid. So, this was an attack by Warfag. As you can see, he lured the enemy CC with a couple of archers. Now he's just gonna lure them up north. As you can see, he brought one golem, which is a great value for the job it has to do, because he only needs to take care of the top compartment of this base, because he thinks there are double giant bomb locations up north. So as you can see, he manages to trigger one single bomb outside, which is great. He manages to kill the enemy CC, and now he's just funneling his kill squad into this base. The golem already popped, but it doesn't matter, he still has his king and in a few wizards just to help the king out, and they're gonna trigger the giant bomb locations in the top part of the base, and now he's just surgically attacking this base with hogs, dropping heals where needed, and yeah, this base was pretty much done. So he still has a lot of hogs left, even one heal he didn't need to use, and he just used it because he felt like it, I guess. And yeah, this attack was very nice. One Tesla pops, it doesn't matter. Another giant bomb outside, doesn't matter. He still has plenty of hogs to clean up this base, and yeah. I mean, these Town Hall 8s are pretty boring to commentate, there's not really much to see, but yeah, if you're a Town Hall 8, these are some interesting strats that you might like to learn or use in war, because Goku is pretty popular and powerful at Town Hall 8. So that's gonna be it for this video, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Peace.